Right, so shall we begin?
Yeah, okay.
Oh, it's so weird staring at you. Hello, everyone, and welcome to a special episode of Heard It Through the Grapevine. We are remote due to COVID-19. How are you, Liv?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks. How are you?
So Liv is, I'm good. Liv is on a laptop at the moment in a room with bikes on the wall.
I don't really like this.
What?
Like this recording method.
Why? Because I can see everything.
Well,
I can see anything normally because we're normally in the same room.
Yeah, we're normally, it's not that. It's just, I don't know. It's like gone back to as if we were recording for the first time.
Yeah, it has got a bit awkward between us.
Yeah, it has. Because we
How
haven't
was your
seen
week?
each other.
No, we haven't seen each other since last Thursday. It is now Wednesday. Too long. 6 days.
A long time.
There's a long day. Long time. How have you been in those interim days?
I'm a bit bored.
Yeah, it's a bit boring, isn't it?
Yeah.
Have you been doing anything? Have you been out or anything?
Yeah, so me and Hannah worked together yesterday.
Nice. Where was that?
We went to Starbucks for the morning.
Those knobheads in Starbucks with their laptops. Well done. Good. Good.
Well, Hannah really wanted to go, and I didn't know. I started flaking. I don't know if we should leave the house. I'm not sure. But then we got there, and there were loads of other people there, so I was like, "Oh, it's fine."
Social distancing really worked well at that Starbucks. There were loads of people there, and everyone was coughing and sharing the same cutlery, so it's all fine. Yeah,
but I had nice coffee, so
that's okay then. What did you have? What's your go-to order?
I get a medium oat milk latte.
Oat milk. My mum once tried to order oat milk, but she called it oak milk instead.
Wow.
Yeah.
What did they give her?
They just gave her a stern look and said, "Ma'am, you are mistaken. That's not what it's called." Last week I went I went home. I went back to Watford for the weekend last weekend, and I found out a story that I should have mentioned. You know, a few episodes ago when we went through like our first jobs, and you said you quit your job and just walked out.
Yeah.
Well, apparently, at my cleaning job, me and my mate Chris used to do it, and we'd had enough. We wanted to quit, and Chris and me went up to Helen, I think her name was, a very wee Scottish lady, but quite a scary Scottish lady, you know what I mean?
Okay.
And so Chris went, "Oh yeah, well, I'm leaving." So blah blah blah. She was like, "Oh, are you sure?" And he went, "Yeah." And then I said, "Yeah, I'm gonna leave as well." And she went, "Are you sure?" And I went, "No." So I was kept hostage for another few months. So
I mean, if you said yes, you could have left.
I know, but I know that's the thing. It was all in my control. So Chris managed to escape, but I was Helsinki? What is it? Stockholm syndrome. Helsinki syndrome.
Helsinki syndrome.
I know that's wrong as well. I don't know why I said it. But yeah, so that's the story.
And you still work there to this day?
I still, technically, from the tax office, I still work there. Yeah, still my second job. I was paying.
This is your third job?
This is my third job. What, the podcast is my third job?
Yeah, you got 3 jobs at the moment.
Yeah, I'm bloody working 9 to 5, mate.
On the weekend?
What? So on the weekend, cleaning, endlessly cleaning. So we did you see the pictures, by the way, of people in work? They were like in hazmat suits spraying up some meeting rooms. That was funny.
Did you take those pictures?
Yeah.
They were circulating.
Well, you know, I'm a viral sensation. So I built up a shed over the weekend as well with my dad.
Oh, you finally did it?
Yeah, I managed to do it, but it took us 2 days instead of 1 because we had a plan, and then I suggested another plan. invariably that plan was foolish. We should never have done it. And then we had to go back to the original plan because we wasted too much time on my plan, which when I look back was just really stupid, because the plan is just take the roof off the shed and put it back on. But I had this elaborate plan where I was like, well, let's do it in bits, and then we can save some bits, and it's all about wood. And my dad just went, yeah, all right. And then realised we're idiots. So,
and it's just a normal shed. It's not like a summer house or...
No, it's just a normal shed. There's, much like your wall, there's about 3 bikes in there that no one uses. And loads of really old tools that look like they were in the Second World War. Like my dad's got this pickaxe that I've no idea why he has it or what he uses it for, but it's pretty great. I love
stuff like that.
Old shit. Old shit's the best. Well, not old shit, but old stuff.
Old stuff.
Old stuff. So yeah, that's all. I went to Sainsbury's this morning and it was bleak as well. Went to Lidl last night. I've been touring the local supermarkets. I'm part of the problem, I fear.
Are they busy?
It wasn't busy, but it was just empty of anything that I needed. Fresh veg, knock yourself out. Stuff that makes a meal, chickpeas. Why is suddenly everyone fucking loving chickpeas? Normally you can get loads of chickpeas.
We've got loads of chickpeas that are like years old.
Fantastic.
So I'll probably use them now.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll make some hummus.
Delicious.
We don't have any baked beans and I really want some.
Oh no, no Weight Watchers ones.
No, there's nothing. Got nothing left.
I've got nothing left. Right, so should we get on with the Vine bit?
Yeah, okay.
Okay. I think it's you first, so you go.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. There's not even a lag. I don't know why we're talking like that.
I know.
Okay.
Okay. I have to get my
get it up.
My thing up. So this week mine is it's of a child. It's not a child Vine.
Okay. So it's of a child.
Are you writing that down?
I am. Just so I can get some clues. So it's of a child.
It's of a child. He's very cute. There's actually 2 children in it. There's one like baby in it as well.
Okay.
It's his birthday. I checked as well. It's not Christmas. It's his birthday.
Okay, I'm with you. Yeah. He
opens a present, and the present is an avocado.
Thanks.
Thanks.
That is a good one. That's a classic one. And also, I think I don't know if you did this on purpose, but yesterday you texted me saying, fuck you, Rob. I'm not Gen Z. You are a millennial, apparently.
Yeah, I found out I am actually a millennial.
So you're only a millennial by weeks, by a matter of weeks.
That's not the point. I still am one.
But as you all know, and as everyone knows, millennials are obsessed with avocado. So, it works.
So this is why I've done it.
Ah, well done.
I actually don't like avocado.
Oh, God. Right, you're definitely Gen Z then.
I love guacamole. I hate avocado.
Right, well, that's foolish. Foolish and dumb. Foolish and dumb.
Okay. Anyway.
So tell me more.
So I found out the boy's name. His name is Henry.
Nice.
Henry. The original Viner is the boy's uncle. There's conflicting surnames. I think his surname's Jeff Simmons, but one website did say his name was Jeff Walters. Right. So I don't know.
Maybe he got married and took his wife's name. Apparently they do that now.
Oh, maybe, yeah. Yeah, Jeff Simmons, Nee Walters.
Yeah.
Maybe. The original caption was, when you're really good at pretending you like your presents.
Yeah.
Henry was actually 3. And this was when And he's got a little brother in the background that's like a proper little baby, and he's the baby's just kind of rolling around like.
Yeah, he doesn't really know what's going on.
He's just being a baby, yeah.
Yeah.
So
he's
basically,
just doing what babies do.
Yeah. So I read this article. So Henry's mum told the New York Daily Times that since his birthday was coming up, the adults in Henry's life wanted to make sure he'd be able to graciously accept presents regardless of what they were. She stated that it was the first year he could open gifts and recognize on his own what they were.
Right.
Like he could actually be like, oh, this is my present.
Mm-hmm.
And they were concerned that he would open gifts as he got older and be really honest, like how he normally is.
What? So this wasn't even on his birthday. This was a practice run.
This was his birthday.
Oh, okay.
But it was like them doing like a test run before his birthday, and before he actually got presents. Right.
Oh, so it was a practice run.
Yeah, but it was like a couple of days before his birthday. Right. Yeah. Like they wrapped up stuff like coffee, and they wrapped up loads of shit presents for him.
Good. That's actually quite a good idea, because I am terrible at pretending. I try.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, because the whole thing was like teaching him manners, and I was like, I like that.
I like that.
Henry got to FaceTime with Demi Lovato because of this. Fine.
Excuse me.
So obviously the Vine
throw that out there.
The Vine went viral.
Yeah, like all good Vines.
Like
talking of viral,
yeah.
It's good. Very. Oh, I won't pour that because that sounds like I'm having a wee. You ready? You ready?
What is it?
Just water into a glass.
Oh, okay.
Not drinking on the job, I promise.
Obviously, when it came out, it basically blew up over the internet.
Mm-hmm.
It was shown on like all the American news channels, because they were like, "Look at this video of this really cute little boy accepting his present so graciously," and that's like what all the news articles say.
What a wanker! Not the boys, children.
Because after this, it became like an online trend to film your kids opening shit presents. Do you remember like Jimmy Kimmel? He had like a compilation of loads of parents who had sent them in.
Mm-hmm.
That was like because of Henry.
Oh shit! So Henry's like a trend.
He like kicked it off. Yeah.
Oh, what a legend.
And then people realise it's actually really cute watching kids open shit presents.
We need to get in touch with Henry, because that is guerrilla marketing. And if we could get him to listen to one of these podcasts and say, "Oh, a mediocre podcast, thanks."
Thanks.
Then, so I would attribute this also with the growth in the avocado market. Henry kicked that off, and then I suppose Henry is possibly responsible for drug cartels then moving into the avocado market, and people dying for avocados. So Henry, up and down really. And it was his third birthday.
It said, it was his third birthday. It says here the original Vine got 123 million views.
Fucking hell.
And that's obviously not including other accounts that have posted the Vine, all the compilations it's on.
Yeah.
It's actually been watched probably like 300-400 million times, which is actually crazy.
Jesus. So loads of people know Henry, but they don't know Henry.
Yeah, so the Vine was posted in 2015, so he would be about 8 now.
Right. Oh yeah.
He's still quite a young child.
He's still a child.
He's still a child.
A child. That's mental. That's mental that people are still young.
I know, like we're talking about it like it was ages ago. We're like, they're going to be a teenager now.
Yeah, but in my mind, he's like 45 years old.
Yeah, I know.
Accountant, hates his life, but now he's still
at a push, 9 years old.
Well, hopefully Henry is self-isolating, because he is one of the I think they're most at risk. Yeah. Though if he's eating loads of avocados, he's fine. Vitamin C, I imagine, is in there. Healthy.
But they did give him coffee too.
Oh Christ, he'll be up. He'll be up all night after that. No. That's not very good. So I will rate this. And again, anyone listening and wants to get into contact with us to, tell us what the league table is, do that. I will rate this because it's not. It's just sweet, isn't it? Actually, it's more just sweet because he is very gracious.
Yeah, I love the way he says thanks because he kind of like.
Yeah.
He kind of curls up and he goes, thanks.
Yeah, but you can. Also, you can tell that's not a real thanks. Like if you genuinely like something, oh my god, thank you. But he's like, thanks. So that's why it's great as well.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm going to give it an 8, solid 8.
Nice.
It's a good one. I like it. Well done. And it's much more wholesome than my Vine, which I will tell you about later. So my Vine is, on the face of it, not horrible. But there is some news that I found out later that just gives it this really grimy, dark edge. Okay. And I'm going to try and navigate that without falling into pitfalls of why I think, why, blah, 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 blah.
Okay.
Anyway, so my Vine this week is, so you're on a college campus or a high school campus. There's a guy with a microphone and he puts his microphone to this other guy, right? And he says, who's the hottest Uber driver you've ever had? And then the guy responds, chewing his gum, going, I never went to Oovoo Javer, right? So he completely just didn't understand the question. And then it comes up with like this freeze frames and comes up with a little subtitle saying has never been to Oovoo Javer, and it's got like this little jingle. And it's the jingle and caption that make it really good. I'm going to play it just because the jingle's great.
Who's the hottest Uber driver you've ever had?
I never went to Oovoo Javer.
Can't hear it.
Oh, I can. I've got headphones in. So did you just see me on the screen going?
Yeah, you were just dancing.
Oh, well, that's good. Oh, we'll keep that in.
Do you know what? When we were talking last night, and you said yours involves an interview, this was the first one I thought of.
Oh, fantastic! Well, it is iconic because it is one of the best ones.
It is a great one.
I never went to Oovoo Javer. Like that. So I was looking. So obviously last week, you went through comments and stuff, and I was trying to find out stuff about this. And so I thought, the best place to start is through the comments. And so you go down on this one. There's a few that are just like jokes. Where's this? Oh gosh, should have really did this. Someone said, like, reporter, okay, well, what about the hottest Lyft driver? And he goes, I never owned a loft in Denver. So that's a funny joke. And then there's been like there's by DV Mimvin bot, which is I don't know, whatever. So anyone else here because they found out about his sinful things, right? the guy's sinful things.
And you were just like,
and I just went, wait, what? And then there's another one where it goes, seems like they need Oovoo Jesus, right?
Oh.
And then, so I was like, what the hell's gone on? What's happened? Like, I didn't know whether it was about the interviewer or the subject, or there's someone in the background as well, sat on a bench in the video. So I was like, oh, it could be anyone. And then he said, so 5 months ago, so it's still the back end of last year. So it's like still fresh. It's only just come out. Yeah, it's like November last year. Who else is here after finding out about the incest? Right. Right. So
if I was doing this right and I saw that comment, I'd be like, I fucking hit a gold mine.
I've absolutely smashed this. Right.
That's what I'd be
like. So I looked into it and I didn't want to look too deep because I didn't want to watch any of it. But apparently, right, this guy who got interviewed has got a twin.
Oh, no.
Right? and they do naughty things with each other.
With each other.
With each other, right? I tried to.
Yeah, wait. He has a twin. He has a twin, like boy twin.
Yeah, he's got a boy twin. Yeah, two boy twins.
No.
Right, and they do bits together. So it's yeah, it was quite a tough thing to. I didn't watch.
So the type of things you were reading, was it like news reports about him?
No, so it was all on Reddit and stuff like that. And be like, wait, this is the guy from Oovoo Javer and his brother, and it's like, and then they're very like proud about it. They don't shy away from it. It's like a thing that so they've got their own Twitter thing. I can't remember what they're called. They're something twins.
No.
And
oh my god.
Yeah, it's a lot. It is a lot.
Oh my fucking god!
And,
I actually can't believe that.
So,
because would you say obviously all incest is bad?
Yeah.
Would you say with your twin, it's probably the worst it could be?
I'd imagine it probably is. Yeah.
It's like the lowest form of incest.
It's. I don't know, because it's possibly a bit like having sex with yourself. So I don't know. I don't know if it's worse. You know?
Yeah.
I think it is probably.
It's just that's the closest related person to you ever.
Yes, you've shared a womb.
Yeah.
Let it be known. And you share all of your DNA. I mean, everyone does if they're related, but like, yeah. No,
but all your DNA though, because like with your parents, you have half and half.
Oh yes, of course.
You have all the same DNA.
Yeah. Fuck. Yeah, it probably is worse then.
That is fucked up.
That is, but when I stumbled, that's why I texted you yesterday, being like, I found something terrible. And then you didn't text back for ages. And I was like, oh my God. This is like, and then I realized, oh, maybe
you didn't tell me anyway.
No, I know, because I thought it would be better caught on tape/video.
Oh my God. I just can't believe it.
It's so bad.
Is their Twitter account still active?
Yeah, I think so. It's very active.
Did you follow it?
I don't have Twitter, thankfully, so no, I didn't follow it.
That's a shame.
But
shame you don't have Twitter.
Yeah, I should really get Twitter because I think I'd be hilarious on it. But
I think you would love Twitter. I don't really use it, but you would thrive there.
Yeah. Well.
And then you can follow these guys. Okay, so what's their names?
Oh, I don't really want to Google it again. Something twins.
Should we Oovoo Javer
twins.
At least we're not at work.
Yeah. Right, me about my incestuous twin brothers wonder if they should reveal their Oovoo Javer, know your meme. I don't know what they call Oovoo Javer. A Vine term for Uber driver. Cash twins. That's what they're called. They're called the Cash twins.
Wow. Cash money.
Yeah. Honestly, anyone listening to this, probably none of you by this point, but do not look at their videos. I strongly urge you not to, unless you want to, unless you're into that. That's fine. But don't. I can't tell you how much not to do that. Okay, so what would you give? So putting that all aside, very far to the side, how would you rate the Vine? Because I feel like you can't look at that Vine anymore without knowing.
I know. I'm like, does this ruin the whole Vine now?
Yeah. I'm sorry I've done that to you.
It might do. Yeah, like I'm never going to watch that now and not think about that.
Yeah.
But it is a really funny Vine.
But it's such a good Vine.
It's so good.
Oh.
Like, I almost feel like doing 2 scores. Like,
right, okay.
Score it. So if he didn't know any of this.
Liv 10 minutes ago watches that Vine, doesn't have any recollection of the last 10 minutes? Or
Yeah.
does Liv beat that Vine?
I would score it like a 8 point.
Oh my God, with the points. Just give us
8.4.
8.4. Fine. Now,
The points are important. Allow it.
Sorry. Present Liv.
Now we know.
Oh,
But
now
no,
we
if I
know.
don't score it really low, I'm doing it bad.
Yeah, you're like 8.3 now. I'm kind of.
You're like, now knowing about the incest, like 7.3.
Yeah, it's got to be. No, fuck it. Actually, it's still a good Vine. Even, like,
I'm going to give it a 6.8. After knowing what's
that Liv
happened.
Hobson condones the actions.
But I only condone it 6.8 out of 10.
Yeah, so at least 3 times out of 10 that you would ask to condone it, you'd say no. So that's all right.
Yes.
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 Oh, that's nice. So I've got I want to end the podcast, this episode, with something really pure and nice. So I'm going to play you a video. You remember those old people I told you about last week?
Oh, I followed them.
Yeah, I would have played their
now.
next video over the mic, so our listeners can at least be like, "Oh God, nice."
Yeah.
But we have had some emails and messages about school incidents that we need to get through.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna get up.
So I've got one now from someone. So this is from I don't know if he wants his name read out. John. I've done it. This is from John. He says it's a school throwing story. So so this is going back to stuff that stupid kids did in class, right? Mm-hmm. Me and a mate were in chemistry and we were throwing a tennis ball to each other across the classroom. The more we got away with it, the more daring the throws and exaggerated the catches became. You can picture that. Everyone did
Naturally, that. Yeah.
Get out of control. The teacher inevitably spotted us and demanded the ball was handed over. Being hard like I am, I immediately complied. So that's me trying to quit my job. Okay, fine, it's fine. 2 minutes later, boredom resumed, and we thought, why should we let not having a ball stop us? So we began throwing an imaginary ball instead, again with the same exaggerated catching. Sadly, this didn't last long because on catching the imaginary ball, my mate simultaneously made a loud clapping noise with his hands, just as the teacher was turning from the board. Now, even more annoyed, the teacher gave us our last warning and demanded that my mate handed the ball over. Unfortunately, my friend froze and simply said, "Sir, I don't have a ball." He was sent out.
He was sent out.
Such a fucking stupid thing to do. But we've all been there.
Yeah, very relatable, that one.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Thank you, John. Anyone else? Send them in. You've got a story there, Liv, have you?
I've got the story, yeah. Sorry, the story. This is from Hannah.
Friend of the pod.
She would
well done.
like that we read.
She'd very much like.
Yeah, she'd love it.
She'd love it. She's like our mum. She's going, well done, you're doing so well.
She is like our mum, our pod mum.
Pod mother.
I'm just going to read it word for word.
Okay.
She says, "It's short but sweet. I'll set the scene. I'm 12 years old. I'm in my school field on sports day. Everyone is in coloured tops to represent their house. My colour is blue for Hailsham House. I still have no idea what the meaning of that is. I think that's irrelevant to the story.
Okay.
My school is next to a golf club, and towards the end of sports day, a flying golf ball hits my year 7 form teacher in the neck with considerable force. The golf club is next to our school, but there's a road between. I don't know what the golfer was doing, but our school is the opposite direction to where he or she should have been aiming. To this day, we still don't know what was going on at the golf club that day.
It's a mystery ball flying through the air over a dual carriageway.
Yeah, so her school is basically behind the golf club.
God, can you imagine the bedlam of seeing that and seeing a teacher hurt is just possibly the best thing. I know teachers do a lot, and you're doing a brilliant job over this like coronavirus thing. But see a teacher hurt when you're a kid in the class. It's possibly not. It's probably like the best thing to ever happen.
And just seeing how they react, because you kind of see them as like these invincible adults.
Yeah.
Seeing them in pain, you're like, whoa. It's like they have feelings.
I remember as a kid thinking that teachers, I think everyone did this. Teachers lived at school. There was no. Well, everyone did that. I mean, obviously, I knew like in year 7 that they didn't, but probably primary school, I thought they all lived at school.
Do you know what I always thought the biggest mystery about school was? And I wondered this all the way up till sixth form. And I guess it would apply to primary school as well. So my school had a toilet block in every block. So every subject block. So we had an English block, a maths block, a languages block.
Right. Okay.
And you'd have to walk between they were all like their own things.
Mm-hmm.
And each block had a toilet in them.
Right.
Say 3, 4, 5 toilets in each. Girls and boys. That's a lot of toilets.
We went to a posh school, so you'd hope that it's a lot of toilets.
I just think there's a lot of toilets there.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, these toilets are getting used by a lot of people.
Yeah.
So there must be somewhere in the school where they had a giant mountain of toilet roll to stock up for these toilets.
Yeah, probably.
But by the time I was in sixth form, I feel like I knew the school inside out so well. And I was like, where do they keep these toilet rolls? I feel like I would have found the cupboard by the time I was in upper sixth.
Right. So that was your big thing.
To this day, I still wonder.
Did you have any stairs?
Where do schools keep all their toilet rolls?
Did you have any stairs in your school? Did you have to go up and
down
stairs?
Yeah, we had a lot of stairs.
Cupboard under the stairs, probably. That's where most toilet rolls are kept.
I guess so. But then, I don't know. I don't know about that.
Well, if anyone else did go to Parmeters and they saw any toilet roll, not just toilet roll in the toilets, but not in the toilet.
Toilet roll not in the toilet, yeah.
Yeah. So if you could get in touch and please relieve our inquiry. Is that the word?
That's fair, yeah.
And especially in this climate, with everyone wanting toilet roll, it's probably good to know.
But then maybe it's not, because you're going to get people trying to get their hands on that.
Yeah. Yeah, that is tough. Right.
How are you for loo roll?
We're fine. I managed to get 9 rolls about a few days ago, so
nice.
I'm fine. I had to buy Cushell though. Normally I buy Lidl or Sainsbury's own brand because
so you had to fork out.
I've literally wiping my arse on my money. So that's a shame. But yeah,
I appreciate good toilet roll though.
Yeah, that's because you're.
I think it's worth the money to buy a nice toilet roll.
I would agree. Now I've bought Cushell. I'm not sure I would be able to go back.
So this whole coronavirus thing's really changed you.
It's changed me. It's changed a lot of things. You know, Venice has now got clear canals. I've now got a soft personal canal. Right, I'm going to play this. That's it for us today, is it?
Okay, yeah, I guess
time because you wouldn't.
How long is this? Yeah. I guess
you didn't fucking
limited
turn up
resources here.
You didn't turn up until about 10 minutes after you meant to. So if you're annoyed
that turn up to my study. Yeah,
you were too busy. You had to. Yeah. Right. So I'm going to play you now. I'm going to put my phone to the mic and play. This is Jeffrey Walk. So obviously with the horrible news earlier about my Vine, this is just a bit more purity to come in. Say goodbye, Liv.
Goodbye.
Oh, okay. Is that it? That was a huff. Goodbye. Right. Take care.
I'm done with this shit.
Take care. Look after each other. And if you can't look after each other, then nick as much toilet roll as you can.
Ideally, Cushell.
Ideally, Cushell from Parmeters.
Apple. Is it an apple cake, Pauline?
Yeah.
An apple cake. Now this is pastry. No, what's this made?
Mixture.
Oh, that's the mixture. She puts half the mixture in the bottom. I'm surprised that they're not cooked, Pauline, the apples.
No, we don't cook the apples.
We don't cook the apples. You see, I learn something every day. And Pauline fills that And then I guess you then put the rest of this filling on the top.
But you don't put it on. You put it on in in blobs.
Oh, in blobs. Oh, I see. Yeah, yeah. So that we put on in blobs. So we'll see that later. The cooking.
And there it is. Take care, everyone. I love you all. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.